It's believed there are just 13,000 European brown bears left, and as hunters continue to mow them down, the fear is that the bear remains perilously close to extinction.
It's a cause close to the heart of Australian singer and actress Natalie Imbruglia, who recently travelled to Transylvania in eastern Romania to help rescue 30 bears. Bears, I should say. She says it's left her with lasting memories.
Well, a good friend of mine, Rose Gibson, works for WSPA. So she asked me over a year ago would I want to get involved with a show that they were doing, and I was like, yeah, sounds great. And so we, back and forward, were talking about different ideas, and then this idea to do the bear sanctuary came up, and I didn't know anything about European bears, or bears in general, apart from teddy bears. So I was like, are you sure I'm the right person to do it? But I guess the way we've done the documentary is I'm learning as I go. So I just thought, why not? These ones don't have, they're not with their mother.
No, the mother's been shot, usually by hunters.
Terrible.
So they need special care. They need, first of all, when they're very young, they need special food and diet.
Bears that aren't in the sanctuary, the bears that you're rescuing, so to speak, what's it like seeing that for the first time? It sounds like they're in some pretty average conditions.
It was very disturbing, actually. I got really emotional. We went to rescue a bear called Ursula, and she was doing a figure of 8, and she was in this tiny, tiny little cell, cement cell with filthy water, and it was quite depressing. And the thing is, we went to the sanctuary first, so I got to see really happy bears that were fed, that had shiny coats, and that looked really, really well. So I was like, oh, all bears are like this. And then when I went to this zoo and saw a depressed bear that had been living in horrid conditions all its life, I was quite shocked. Up until now, the only life they've known has been steel bars and concrete. It's hard to believe that this is the first time they've ever walked on green grass or seen a tree.
Geordie, the bears themselves, you're trying to collect them together, but someone's just given you a chunk of land and away they go. How does that work?
Yeah, the local mayor, near Brajov, gave us a gorgeous sort of tract of land of about 70 hectares, which is a forested, lovely forested area with hills and so on. So we're very lucky to have the local authorities on board, and we were able to make the most of that and build this gorgeous sanctuary where pretty much the bears can roam free in a sense. They have a lot of space to move around. There's a lot of tree cover that they can hide in if they want to, but a lot of the time too, they actually come up to the fence. They just want to see you and say hello. I think that's what they're used to over the years of being in captive conditions. They see a lot of people, and that's actually still in them. They want to come up and say good day, which is kind of nice as well.
And how did you feel, and for your group, you're working away with the bears and someone says, Natalie Imbruglia is coming over to help. How does that strike?
Yeah, it was pretty exciting actually, and it's just trying to picture Natalie over there with the bears was quite strange.
It may be as she's doing now, just turning her head constantly. It's an unnatural behaviour. It's a way, really, of trying to stimulate herself in the environment to do something.
It's really weird, but the main thing that shocked me was I didn't really realise you could detect such human emotion in bears. Like, you think bears are these kind of, scary, kind of wild animals. But watching them play together, it reminded you of children playing, and you could really detect their emotions, and it made you really think about, they don't have a voice to speak out for themselves, and we really do it's really our job to make sure that we protect them and take care of them, and they should never be put in situations where they're on display for tourists in tiny cages. We really have to protect them, and seeing the difference between bears that are well protected in the sanctuary, fed well, happy to roam free, like how they should in the wild, compared to the ones in the zoos, it's definitely a worthwhile cause what the WSPA is doing, and I can vouch for that because it was a very, very big contrast. My goodness, licking my hand. Oh my God, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
We're halfway there, so this has been progress made in only a few short years, since we actually started building the sanctuary. So in that amount of time, I think we've got a lot of good work done, but there's plenty more to go.
If they asked me to do it again, I'd jump at the chance. It was absolutely amazing, and I was shocked at the emotion of the bears and how much I connected with them. Like, I really didn't expect it to be an emotional experience as such. So, yeah, I'd do it again.